The last train had long departed, leaving me alone on the platform. The flickering overhead lights cast eerie shadows, and the silence was deafening. I checked my phone, no signal. A cold breeze swept through, carrying a faint whisper. I turned sharply, but no one was there. My heart pounded. Was it the wind or something else? The station, abandoned for years, suddenly felt anything but empty. I decided to wait inside the station's main hall. The old wooden benches creaked under my weight. A timetable hung on the wall, but the dates were decades old. Then a soft shuffle echoed from the corridor. I froze. Footsteps. Slow, deliberate. My breath hitched. I wasn't alone. The air grew heavy, charged with something unseen. I turned toward the sound, pulse racing, dreading what I might see. A shadow moved at the edge of my vision. I whipped my head around, but nothing was there. The air smelled of damp wood and something faintly metallic. Then a whisper right behind me. My body stiffened. "You shouldn't be here," it murmured. I spun around, heart hammering. The hall was empty, but the whisper hadn't been in my head. Someone, or something, was watching me. I backed toward the exit, but the doors wouldn't budge. My breath fogged in the cold air. Then the station speakers crackled to life. Static filled the hall, followed by a garbled voice. "Train arriving?" But there was no train. The tracks outside were rusted, long abandoned. A distant whistle echoed through the night. My stomach dropped. Something was coming, but it wasn't a train. The air grew colder. My breath came in short gasps. Then the sound of wheels screeching against metal filled the station. A train, impossibly old, materialized on the tracks. Its windows were dark, but I felt eyes staring from within. The doors slid open with a hiss. A voice, hollow and distant, whispered my name. My legs refused to move. The train was waiting for me. A figure stepped off the train, dressed in an old conductor's uniform. His face was pale, eyes hollow. He raised a gloved hand and pointed at me. "Time to board," he said, voice echoing unnaturally. My body trembled. I wanted to run, but my feet were rooted in place. The train's whistle blew again, long and mournful. The doors remained open, waiting for my decision. I forced my legs to move, stumbling backward. The conductor's expression didn't change. The train's lights flickered, and the air pulsed with unseen energy. Then the doors slammed shut. The train began to fade, dissolving into mist. The conductor's gaze lingered until he, too, vanished. Silence returned. My phone buzzed. Signal restored. I ran. Whatever that was, I wasn't waiting to find out.